Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? I was hitting him with body punching. I heard him actually, he was crying in there. You're saying that Gibbs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
So you knew you had him by that time.
Absolutely,
But I knew you were tough and taking those punches.
Matthysse production.
Welcome back to another spontaneous edition of the Boxing Voice Radio, hashtag TBV podcast, wherever hashtags are used. You can find us. Remember, the number to call in is going to be 1-425-569-5241. We are back. We're talking Mayweather in the UFC cage. We got a little Teddy Atlas kind of going back on his original pick of Gennady Golovkin versus Canelo Alvarez. He's picking Canelo, and we'll tell you a little bit more how far he's actually taking it. And we have a third piece of information here that we got to talk to you guys about, and it is Errol Spence. Superstar? I don't know. Matthysse over on HBO Boxing After Dark versus who the fuck is that guy Kiram is going to be compared to Errol versus Lamont. Let's see if we're on the sun. I got two co-hosts with me. We got in the Golden State,
Gennady Golovkin production.
This is a beautiful performance against a very tough guy in Michael Johnson. How do you feel about it?
Fuck that. Conor McGregor.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You know me, Larry. From a wicked entrance, from a flip over the rock to a knockout. When the main thing is, I just help the guy. I wish.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yes, the hipsters here. Haters beware. I know Nestor Gibbs, the captain of the Spence haters, may get some hate for this topic or this show, but relax, Spence fans. It's okay. It's okay here. I mean, if Spence is doing less numbers than fucking Matthysse Kiram, then let's fix that. Because if you're a Spence fan, you want your boy to be seen by everyone, right? So we're definitely going to delve into that. Mayweather jumping in the UFC cage, obviously going viral, sparking some talk, rumors, whatever it may be. We got to address it just because the nature of the figures involved there. And of course, Teddy Atlas bringing on some hate himself against Triple G, the middleweight champion himself. And delve into that topic as well. Should be fun, should be lit. Can't wait to chop it up. Let's go.
and in the Garden State.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and most vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. Get up!
Yeah, Alex Doomsday in the building, and we're going to talk about a lot of things, but let's talk about the most surprising thing, or maybe not, right? Mayweather jumping into the octagon, sending the video all via Twitter. Yeah, as soon as I saw the video, it got me, it just got me going, man. I'm like, this guy's just the king of promotion. Yeah, Lucas Matthysse doing better numbers than Errol Spence. We're going to talk about that and see what factors really played into that. And my man Teddy Atlas is picking Canelo. I mean, I think he picked him the first time around and felt really strongly opinionated about the outcome. And can't wait to talk about my man Atlas and his thought on this fight. I mean, I wasn't surprised. Like I said, he picked Canelo and he had a strong opinion about it last fight. So let's get into this.
Really? I didn't remember that. Did he really pick Canelo in the first fight, Matt?
I want to say Doomy is right about that. One of the few times that Doomy is right about past boxing, history.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he the one saying that, he went on a rant with, him saying that, there's always, this kid's been, there's kids that sacrificed themselves for this sport and he's been robbed. He was robbed. I thought that was referring to the Canelo Triple G fight. Am I not right in saying that?
I don't know if those.
Let's keep the order of things, and we'll go with the most popular name in the sport,
Floyd.
the one that moves the needle,
Mayweather himself,
and the guy that knows how to put the attention on him. And here's what I'll say. Is this Mayweather being Mayweather? Is this Mayweather doing potential business? It's not like this is the first time we've heard rumors of him possibly entering a UFC ring professionally or at some sort of capacity to be paid. Or my conspiracy theorists that have been joining this show for many years, enjoying all of Nestor's wonderful, twisted conspiracies. I'll give you another. Is this Mayweather simply being who we know him to be? People call me a Spence hater, but is Floyd Mayweather just simply a hater? Yesterday was the announcement of Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin, the rematch. And The Rock announced it. On his Instagram, that video has done way over 1 million. On Canelo's, it's over 250,000. You know, the buzz is moving. People are happy that the fight is happening. And then voila, Mayweather steps on the scene. No boxing shoes, no socks, no Gucci flip-flops. And it was a square, it was a circle, but it wasn't squared. It was an octagon, and he stepped into it, and he even looked like an MMA fighter. He had the little shuffle that the MMA people do when they go left and right. And that's all that it was. 14 seconds of mystery. 14 seconds to drive you insane. Make you wonder 1,000,001 possibilities. What could Mayweather be doing? Is he really going to do a $3 billion deal with the UFC? Is he really crazy enough to fight McGregor in the octagon? Or is he just intelligent enough to continue to keep his brand?
That's what that 15-second video did.
In the media, his strip club in the media. The more relevant that he is, the more relevant his social media is. And that people say, Nestor, you get obsessed with social media. Well, we're reporting from his social media. The world has already gone crazy because Mayweather stepped into a ring with no shirt, let me add, with athletic attire from the waist down. Did look like some MMA shit. Ain't even look like boxing shorts, Matt. You making all these faces, but you know, you were like, oh my God.
Or, I mean, Mayweather's the best troll of all time.
He had MMA shorts on.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter because you know why? You may be right, and you probably are right that they were MMA shorts, and he didn't have shoes on and socks on for a reason because in MMA you can't have shoes and socks. He did all of that purposely to troll everyone. And he did it the day after Canelo Triple G to give a big middle finger to Oscar De La Hoya because you know he hates Oscar with a huge passion. So regardless of if the rematch is happening with Conor McGregor, if he's going to the UFC, whatever he is doing, he is trolling us. He is trolling the media. He is trolling the public. He is trolling Oscar, especially Oscar. And he, like you said, Ness, he is continuing to go, I am the guy you need to look at. Don't look over here. Look at me. That's always been Mayweather's MO. And he does that the best timing with the best content. Even though in that 14-second video, not a single word was spoken, I knew it was going to go viral.
The machismo was all that needed to be said. The way that his shoulders were propped up, the way that he did the arm switch, left over right, right over left. People are going to say, Nestor, you're insane. You're reading into this too much. That's what you think. That's what you told me when I told you Mayweather McGregor would happen. That's what you told me.
Hold on, Ness. So are you thinking now that the rumors of him having some sort of UFC deal there's some smoke to that fire?
Listen, I'm saying nothing is just nothing anymore. And after Mayweather McGregor happened,
Anything's
everything
possible.
is something. Everything is something. Nothing goes under my nose anymore. No. I believe it all now.
I don't think that he'd fight MMA, man. I really that's just insane.
Guys, come on. You're supposed to be a former Thai fighter. This other guy's a fake USC guy, and you're gonna tell me that Mayweather's not big enough. He's not big enough to get 3 fucking nobodies in the UFC fucking their stock blow out the roof all of a sudden from $50 a share to $400 because Mayweather signed a 3-fight deal versus a bunch of bums he could beat on his feet. He don't got to go down.
Yes. You throw anyone in there with any sort of high-level high school wrestling ability, they're going to be able to take down Floyd Mayweather.
Unless Floyd's been secretly training.
You the same one that said Mayweather would, that McGregor wouldn't even last like 3 rounds, and he went 10.
He went 7, or however many he went, because Mayweather decided to let him go that much.
Yo, where's my? Let me get my switchboard. This guy, I see where he's headed.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yo,
Dane, I'm just saying, come on, man. Like, I don't want to entertain this because it's not real. It's cool.
Matt, does it get hard? Does it get hard having to play that side? Like, I know secretly, it's sad.
It does.
It's sad because secretly he's the UFC guy on the panel, so he's like so excited. But look, he's got to play
that's why I should never That's why I should never let Ness talk first on the MMA shows we do, because he always takes my side. Like, come on now.
It's like you're pro MMA, bro.
He is,
and you're not even thinking.
Why I don't want this. That's why I don't want this, because I'm pro MMA.
You love it.
No.
Well, what would happen if Mayweather crossed over and kicked ass?
He wouldn't.
Such a hater.
So no one at all. There's no one in the 140 and the 145-pound division in MMA that you think that
in the UFC? No. In MMA, sure. You can get any donk off the street and throw him in an MMA fight.
But who are we kidding? He's not getting in there with any dunk. He's gonna.
He don't gotta fight a UFC fighter. The same way they could put Mayweather in the UFC, they could get some other MMA guy to fight in the UFC versus Floyd. Like, we're acting like this can't happen.
The greater public will care if Mayweather just goes in there on a regional show and fights some bum off the street.
Yo, is this
just the reason that McGregor had to fight the best, biggest name in the sport to create that hype? Because if he fought some bum off the street,
McGregor ain't Mayweather, man. McGregor ain't Mayweather. Get that.
I think this is looking like De La Hoya hate. He's picking to do this stuff at the times where like the fight was announced. I don't know. It just maybe calling me just conspiracy theory, but it just seems like a coincidence, not a coincidence.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I think it's purely that. I think it's purely a dig at Oscar.
And it's so easy for him to jump into a UFC cage
and for 14 seconds.
14 seconds and just kind of smile. And like that's
now, like the second he was done recording, he just left the cage. He was done. He went and like lifted weights. He was good.
That's what you don't get though. That he has the capability of waiting, and then on Cinco de Mayo, all of a sudden, him, Fox, CBS, all the people that Showtime already have relationships with, and the UFC do something the same way he did already. Remember, August 28th happened.
I'm not disputing that they can. They absolutely can.
No, they will. August 28th happened. How much time is it before? How much time does Mayweather have to announce some sort of fight or press conference? Something to steal a bit more thunder before Cinco de Mayo.
He has a ton of time. May is what, 5 months away now?
Exactly.
Yeah, he does.
So Mayweather has a grudge against Oscar and Arum.
He had at least a month.
He has a grudge against Oscar because he always felt like I was better than Oscar, but he got all the shine. And Arum because he felt Arum held me back.
Fuck you, pay me.
And that's
I just don't think it happens. I think this is the one. I mean, I understand your point. Like August 28th happened, and that changed everything. But I don't think it changed it that much.
Not only did it change everything, it changed his way of thinking. He's seen easy big money. Easy big money.
You can get that easy big money without actually fighting the UFC.
Fern talking about CM Punk should take on Mayweather. CM Punk is too heavy for Mayweather, first of all.
Who cares?
Yeah, I know. But CM Punk, yeah, that's who I would have pinned them against, though. A CM Punk.
Another trash bum off the street.
But hey, come on, but he has that WWE, notoriety, and that helped him actually cross over so easily into
Matt,
UFC.
when are you gonna learn, man, that Mayweather is boxing?
My name is Floyd. My name is Floyd. My name is Money Mayweather.
UFC. UFC. Check his Instagram. What's the video at? Give me a count. I want a live count. It's time to switch subjects though while you get that live count.
I'm not gonna get that live count because who?
Why are you hating? All right, well, you start the subject and I'll get the live count.
Who gives a fuck?
He doesn't want Mayweather to show his power.
Well, he's the first one to put it out. Of course, he has more views than anyone.
Oh, it went viral, but he put it out. It doesn't matter. I mean, come on, you sound like a real hater right now.
You're saying like, oh, he's gonna have more numbers on his video than Dana White, probably, right? That's your angle.
No, I'm just saying.
Of course, he did. He's the one that put it out first.
No, I just think that it matters if it's at high numbers. That's all.
I mean, there was no message with the video, right?
I think no matter what, it was going to get high numbers. So I don't think that it getting high numbers means nothing to what
you are hating on Floyd's intelligence.
How am I hating on his intelligence?
Look. His last post, how he posted it. When was this? Yo, he's so slick. 21 hours ago, he posted a picture. Let me screen share this to make it even better. 21 hours ago, he posted a picture of him punching McGregor in the face. Matt, the pieces are coming together, and Nestor is the Sherlock Holmes of boxing. Okay, you see it right there.
You think the rematch is happening in the UFC, right? That's your official stance.
Why are you trying to pin me, Matt? Why are you trying to pin me on some sort of stance?
You pin me, so I'm gonna pin you, motherfucker. So you make official predictions.
This ain't the WWF. I ain't letting nobody pin me.
Come on, don't be lame like that.
Lame up. Oh shit, 1.8 million.
Of course.
Oh, I know. I didn't expect that. That was a genuine response. Somebody clip that and send it back to me, please.
1.8, man.
Wow.
It was 1.28 when I first checked it.
Get the
So this shit is flying.
Uh-oh.
That shit, like,
oh, Matt, come on, man. We watching Mayweather at work here, brother.
MMA shorts. MMA shorts.
Look at that's the MMA move right there when they waiting. Oh, he got it down packed. Let's keep it on loop, baby.
You see how he hopped in?
20 minutes after that was posted, it already had 250,000 views.
He's going to take over.
Look at that.
How can you take over if you can't win an MMA fight? Come on, man.
Bro, what if McGregor, he ain't gonna land no kicks.
Imagine he turned to the John Jones.
Wait, Ness, I 100% guarantee.
We already moved on, man. We talking about the second topic.
I'm making a prediction because you ain't, because you're too pussy to make a prediction.
Oh,
okay. If Mayweather McGregor rematch happens in the UFC, McGregor dribbles that fucking what do you call him? Slap head off the canvas and chokes him out. Okay, like come on. This is apples.
He's gonna bounce that slap head off the canvas.
Apples and oranges here.
Yo, Matt, I'm looking for something specifically for you.
You fucking crazy, man. You sound insane. Do you realize that?
That's one of my favorites.
You should be medicated. You should be medicated. You need some of this purple platinum. I'm telling you.
No,
Topic number 2.
Do say.
Doomsday. Translate that.
El segundo tópico de la noche es Lucas
Matthysse. He know it ain't no such thing as tópico.
Tópico. You know I had to get it in there. I had to try. Okay. There's no such a word as tópico, but there is a word as tema. El próximo tema.
El próximo tema. Estamos hablando de Lucas Matthysse y
en su batalla contra Tewa Kiram en el HBO.
Alexander, más ¿cuánta gente lo estaban violando?
No violando.
No, la voz en español is going to be official with all these mistakes.
Oh my God, bro.
All right, so basically topic number 2, ladies and gentlemen, is Matthysse. Lucas the Machine Matthysse took on somebody named Kiram, and he knocked him out. But what's interesting is no. We really do give a fuck.
Oh, wow.
Okay? I think, Matt, you wanted to play. No, I don't know why I didn't play. Oh yeah, this one. This one? No?
Oh no, I'm not the one playing.
Who the fuck is that guy?
That was so late. But yeah, that was 51. So yeah, all right. So the funny thing is this fight was on HBO Championship Boxing, right, Matt?
No, it was Boxing After Dark.
Oh,
yes.
Boxing After Dark. Hey, Doomsday, you being new on the panel, do you know the difference between Boxing After Dark and HBO Championship Boxing?
Yeah, After Dark obviously is not on the HBO network.
That is false. That is
it's on the same network?
yes.
All right, so then I don't know the difference. So Boxing After Dark is on.
Matthew, why don't you teach instead of trying to put down your fellow co-hosts with the same hat? You guys look like fucking the two twins for real. You look like stepbrothers.
Listen, I think you're gonna see more of it because it's like the announcement of the fight now. It's just
We're
like
getting another set of hats, Ness. Like I'm sorry,
and I'm gonna wear those until those deteriorate.
Exactly.
Come on. So explain to Doomsday what's the difference between Boxing After Dark and Championship Boxing.
The amount of budget that goes towards the event is different. World Championship Boxing garners a different budget sense than Boxing After Dark. That's always been the way that it's been described to me.
Now,
all right,
why? Okay, no. I guess the right next question for both of you is, does it matter? Or actually, what is the positive upside to being on HBO Championship Boxing versus HBO Boxing After Dark, Matthew?
The advantages of being on World Championship Boxing is that because of the greater budget for the event, the promos are better, the push is better because there's more money in the event than it is Boxing After Dark. And usually Boxing After Dark is regulated for prospects. It's the show box, the next generation, so to speak.
Okay.
So usually reserved to that. Though as of late, HBO has been using that to put on championship fights, world championship fights on the cheap. Because remember, both Lainez and Matthysse made under $250,000 each for their respective fights here. So they did get this fight on the cheap, and they did pay cheap for this event. So that's probably the reason why.
So now, Matthew, if hypothetically Canelo faced his equivalent nemesis in his respected division, and Adrian Broner faced his equivalent same level of popularity nemesis in his respected division on his respected network being Showtime and Canelo staying on HBO, one would do greater numbers than the other?
Yes.
Now, obviously, I'm using Canelo and Broner.
Because of the biggest names on their respective networks, you can probably say.
But how could we subtract the obvious Canelo country to make things analytically a little closer for our audience to get the angle that I'm going in such a long, drawn out way?
I think it's kind of hard to separate that, to be honest, because I don't think Showtime has that respective star. Like Mike Garcia isn't this big, well-known Hispanic star. So you kind of have to just include that in there, to be honest.
All right, I guess there's no way to dance around trying to say that Errol Spence should have done better ratings on Showtime Championship Boxing with the budget of a championship boxing, with all the promos that we've seen for Earl, versus Lucas Matthysse fighting some guy that I never heard of, and I'm sure the audience has never heard of. So we're going back to that. Is he a star?
Now, play.
Wait a minute, because I heard something on one of these telecasts over the weekend, and I think it was maybe Jim Lampley that probably said it. Maybe we're wording it wrong. Maybe he is a star, but he is not a superstar.
Then that just becomes a semantic argument.
Errol Spence.
I mean, there's a lot. I mean, what factors kind of like dictate what the numbers came out to be, right? What venue?
The biggest factor is going to be how many more homes HBO is in versus the amount of homes that have Showtime as a network on their cable boxes.
HBO has 10 million more subscribers than Showtime.
But Errol Spence is a star. Was in front of 6 million. He went to the Olympics. He speaks English. Floyd Mayweather christened him.
But then
he has rumors of knocking out Adrian Broner. He gave Mayweather a black eye. He went to the UK and beat Kell Brook, the guy that beat Sean Porter. How is it that Lucas Matthysse, who resides in Argentina, only comes to America for training camp and fight night, speaks no English, lost to Danny Garcia, quit versus Victor Postal, took a year off, comes back and does better numbers?
Well, Ness, let me break that down very easily. Number one, Matthysse, even though you mentioned losses, is the more established name in boxing on the more established network of boxing, which is HBO. Let's not forget that he also fought fucking Danny Garcia on the undercard and co-main event of one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time in Mayweather versus Canelo. So he got one of the biggest shines and one of the greatest fights of the year as well. That will obviously do wonders for his brand and his awareness. Secondly, Errol Spence, even though he is we're going to use this term, even though I don't agree with it, a star, he is not on the Star Network. Like I previously said, HBO is still the leading network for a reason. They still have the better premium content. They still have the better premium, I would say, service as well. Overall, not just boxing, overall.
I guess the
network helps. It does help. It 100% helps. So even though Errol Spence is a star in some people's mind, he is a relatively new name, not established, whose biggest win is a guy that the U.S. public does not know, because Kell Brook is not known in the U.S. just because he's a UK star. So yeah, it's different. It's different.
Real quick, man. Didn't Errol do great numbers when he fought Bundu at the
yes, Leonard Bundu.
Leonard Bundu at the New York, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's where he fought him. Yes,
I think it was like Long Island.
Yeah, Long Island, and he did great numbers there. How are those numbers in comparison to the numbers he just recently did?
It's fighting on a different network. I mean, NBC is in 200 million homes. Showtime's in 20 million. You got to think about it that way. You're talking about a drastic difference in the amount.
I'm just adding on to your theory. You know what I mean? Because if you could compare, if he was on NBC and he did hell of a good numbers with them, and then he didn't do so good now with Showtime, and then HBO being
the argument that people have said that because that huge spike in viewership for that Leonard Bundu fight was purely because of the Olympics and having Kobe Bryant and LeBron James on the court right before your fight, that affected the viewership more than anything, and that people really didn't know about Spence. They just had that. They had their TV on.
So I guess it's just making it more concrete that that's what it was for that fight.
Potentially, yeah. That if your perspective is that these numbers are mediocre or bad with Lamont Peterson, then yes, maybe you're not you specifically, but those thinking out there, their opinion about those numbers being inflated on NBC are also true. Your perspective is probably confirmed here.
Errol, I mean, he's a star, but he's not a seller. I mean, how many boxers do we have right now that are stars, but they're not really ticket sellers or really get that audience to tune in?
Tickets have nothing to do with viewers. This is viewership.
Yeah, let's just say.
I mean, Lucas Matthysse is Argentine and speaks Spanish, and Kiram, who knows what he speaks? Like, how did this happen?
I'll tell you where it happens. Where I feel, Ness, I think that Lucas Matthysse is able to put in this, Latino demographics that we sometimes, forget. We forget how big South America is a huge continent, and they have access to streams. So I don't know. Maybe just the following of Lucas Matthysse.
Let's not forget that Matthysse was like the Errol Spence before the Errol Spence. Like, all the hardcores loved Matthysse when he was knocking out Lamont Peterson, and he looked like he was going to knock out Danny Garcia.
Yo, but let's be real. How many hardcores watched
Argentina
live? No. Wait a minute. So this could seep in. How many hardcores watched live Lucas Matthysse versus Kiram? Because I'm a fucking shooter.
A lot. obviously enough.
No,
over 700,000 households did.
No. I bet you asked your hardcore friends, they didn't. I didn't even watch it live. I watched that shit the next morning. I got
you may not have, but a lot of people did though. I mean, this almost did Lomachenko numbers on HBO before Lomachenko left HBO.
I think that just is credit to HBO having a bigger casual fan base. Like they know how to attract the casuals, and maybe you're on to something. I mean, I didn't think about it till today, but maybe somehow Lucas Matthysse has residual effect. It just makes no sense. No sense for these numbers to be higher than Spence, because Matthysse came off a knockout loss to Postal, and then he beat 140-pound and Emmanuel Taylor. Like he doesn't have like momentum. Spence has momentum. Like I don't get these numbers, you know what I mean? But what this does prove is that at least guys like Daniel Jacobs made the right decision.
I mean, the bigger network is still HBO, even though it has a shrinking boxing budget. It
makes no sense with a shrinking boxing budget and a shit schedule year after year. Like, why are people still watching their boxing there?
Bro, because more people are tuning into the network, so casuals are just gonna tune in. Hey, you know what? Look at this boxing fight.
I mean, they got Game of Thrones who listen, it's like us, you know what I'm saying? You know, people sign up for standing 8 counts of Patreon, people sign up for Border Wars, people sign up for different content. But whatever that content is, that's what brought them there. So Game of Thrones, fucking now Curb Your Enthusiasm is back. Like they have so much
HBO
original Academy Award winning programming that casuals are just there. And it's like, oh, boxing is on. Fuck it. Who's this guy, Lucas Matthysse versus Kiram? I don't fucking know, but I'm going to watch it anyway. Kind of, Matt, ironically so, who we're speaking of, Errol Spence.
Yeah, the same way with his huge viewership on NBC. Like everyone was just there watching Kobe and LeBron. They're like, oh shit, there was some boxing. I'm gonna stay on and watch this. Who's Errol Spence? He was Olympic? He was Olympian? Cool. I was just watching the Olympics. He must be somebody. Oh man, he knocked out this guy. Cool.
Couple of Patriots tuned in for that one.
Unfortunately, every casual that watched that fight on NBC has no idea he's fighting on Showtime.
Yeah.
Essentially, because Showtime and NBC have no relationship. So if you saw that fight on NBC, there's no long-term promotional arc on that network that you saw that original fight in. So it's hard to build up stardom when you're going back and forth in network, and these networks have no relationship with each other. You know, when you're going from a CBS to a Showtime, it's easy because those networks have a relationship. When you're in cross-network, it's very hard to get a sustained promotional effort from a network, which is very different than a promoter pushing you or a manager pushing you or a talent agency pushing you. It's very different.
We got 2 comments in the chat that I definitely want to get to. Shout out to Suleiman, the scholar. Lucas is mad popular. And he is Latino. So he's saying the numbers are justified in his opinion. Second comment comes from Black Latin. I think it's Cruz, maybe. Because he has it like CR or maybe Caesar. Yeah, Caesar, right? CZR, maybe Black Latin Caesar. Yeah, Black Latin Caesar sounds right. He says, and this is totally off topic, but fuck it. If Bud was with Al Heyman, he would be the biggest star in boxing. He deserves it. I know it's off topic, man, but I kind of want to talk about it. Like,
that's not true.
Would it make a difference?
No. Why?
I know. I don't know why.
Black Latin Caesar, please in the chat or call in.
I know. Call in.
1-569-5241 or on Skype, add Nestor Gibbs. You have to add him if you want to be on the Skype call and Skype in completely free if you're international. Please tell us why, because I don't think so. I mean, first off, Al Heyman and PBC doesn't really have a huge network backing them. Showtime is not a huge network. They're a premium network. They have a lot of money in a sense, but they're not a big network. You know, so I don't see that. I don't see PBC having a dynamic, voiceful promoter at the helm promoting these fighters. There's a lot of things they don't check off for a fighter to see, hey, okay, they can make me a star.
Matt,
what banner was the Lucas Matthysse and Kiram fight under?
Golden Boy.
Golden Boy. Okay, so I mean, Is Golden Boy doing that much of a better job in promoting these fights that maybe had an effect? Like
they're on the bigger network. That's what we're trying.
This way, at least Oscar De La Hoya has his own podcast he started that he goes on and he drops quotables. You don't see Al Heyman doing that. You know, you may see Lou DiBella doing that, but not really.
Yeah.
You pay me.
Al's like the Wizard of Oz, you know what I mean? Just pulling the levers behind the curtain.
There's a benefit to that.
Yes! Yes!
But there's also some negatives. Yo, that soundbite way too long.
Yo, just when I think it's gonna stop, it just hits me again. Yes.
There's some negatives to having that you know, the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain. You know, there is some negatives to that. There's a reason the UFC did very well with the Dana White for so long. There's a reason why.
Hi, hater, Matt.
Okay.
Let's go out to
Matt.
Legendary Boxer. What's up?
Legendary Boxer.
Yo,
I mean,
Matt, you officially have your first nemesis.
Podcast. I mean, Oscar did that podcast, but how come Lucas fight only sold 6,000 tickets and Spence's fight sold 12,000 tickets? What's up with that?
Okay.
Why isn't he selling more tickets?
He's talking to you, Matt.
Because the fight was better in a better market.
What? New York is a better market than California for Mexicans? Really?
I did not say for Mexico.
He's not Mexican, Legendary Boxer. He's Argentine.
Errol Spence isn't Mexican. Errol Spence isn't Mexican. So I'm not comparing to Mexican.
6,000 with Linares on undercard. That is some bullshit.
Okay.
Heyman is not a promoter. How did Spence sell 12,000 in New York and Crawford only sold 6,000 after giving away like 2,000 tickets against Diaz? How did fucking Lomachenko only sell 5,000 in New York?
Crawford 13,000
wasn't the 12,000 sale linked to the Olympics?
Yo, Legendary Boxer, if you're just ranting, we can't have a back and forth here. We can't have a debate. So if you just want to get your points off and get your points off.
Stop crying. Go ahead, Matt. Stop crying. Go ahead.
Again, you don't know how this works, but on Skype, we can't talk at the same time. So if you want to have a debate,
why did Cotto only sell 11K after that amazing podcast by Oscar? Go ahead, Matt.
Okay.
That amazing podcast. He's so sarcastic.
Why did Cotto only sell 11K in New York? He's a fucking hometown hero, and Spence sold 12K. Why?
I'm not saying that fight was a bigger fight. You're comparing two things that none of us are comparing.
Heyman doesn't go on fucking podcasts, so he's not a dynamic voice. So how the fuck are his fighters selling more tickets? Broner and Mikey sold 12K. Wilder and the fucking Stavern sold like 11 or 12K. So what's going on here?
They also have a relationship with the Barclays Center, and there's been rumors of comp tickets for PBC.
What does have to do with 12,000 people coming out to pay tickets? That has nothing to do with
Legendary Boxer, I've told you. You can't talk at the same time.
The product is not watered down like Golden Girl. That bullshit product, people are tired of that. Even Mexicans are tired of that bullshit product in California. That's why only 6,000 people went to Linares and Lucas fucking card. 3 years ago, that would have been a 10,000 sellout at the Forum.
No, it wouldn't.
Damn.
Yes, it would have. Yes, it would have.
No, it wouldn't.
Golden Girl is watering down their bullshit product, and you're fucking jerking off over their bullshit ass podcast. Get the fuck out of here, man. Thanks, Ness.
Again, hold on, Ness, because the Legendary Boxer said a bunch of shit that's just not true or relevant. And it's kind of annoying because, again, you think it's really funny, Ness, and it's actually, I think, bringing down the quality of the show.
What? No, not at all. Not at all.
Quality of the
show. Not at all. But
wait.
Guy ranting and raving and cutting me off.
What did he say exactly, Matt? That's on the quality of the show.
I'm not saying he's doing that, but he's definitely strongly opinionated against the Oscar De La Hoya brand. No,
or anything that's on PBC.
He doesn't like that Matt doesn't give any shit to Golden Boy. Or as Legendary Boxer says, Golden
Boy. Are we forgetting that we also didn't do a live fight chat for that card? Because we know it was a shit card. Are we forgetting that? Legendary Boxer? And whose decision was that? That was my decision. Hold on. They don't know. Hold on. They don't know. And a guy like him doesn't know anything about behind the scenes. So when it's all made about if we do a live fight chat for that card, who makes that call? I did, motherfucker. I said that card was shit. So you don't know shit, Legendary Boxer. So fall back. If you want to go to cards that we're not comparing, then go rant. Go rant on another podcast. We got things to do. We got topics to get to. We got other good callers to get to. Your ranting and raving is bullshit. So fall back, homie. Stay in your lane. And if you want to talk about Miguel Cotto and Golden Boy and how they're the worst things in boxing, then find another podcast that would suit your services and needs. Deuces.
Why so serious?
Why so serious, Matt?
It's annoying because again, like there's been rumors of PBC comping tickets forever. Forever, there's been rumors of that. He never brings that up.
Oh shit! Hands of Stone, motherfucker, is the best troll.
That is funny. That is kind of funny.
The best troll. He said Matt acting like an upset Charlo right now. What the?
Yo, I'm good. Is he good? Are you good?
Yo, a fucking Hands of Stone. He's so good at that, little jerk. All right, time to play something very interesting.
Did we get to the last topic?
What? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play something very interesting. I mean, I don't know about Matt, but he's always like fucking shit up, especially when Legendary Caller has him on the ropes.
That wasn't on the ropes because I never talked about Cotto.
Chat,
I never juxtaposed any of those fights that he brought up. You know why?
The chat thought you lost, bro.
The chat is also the chat, man. You know, YouTube chatters are like half crazy.
I don't know nothing except that the chat thought you lost, and I'm sorry.
That's great. The chat is also full of weirdos and some lame people.
You know, the chat thought you lost, man. I mean, stop.
That's great. I also don't give a fuck. So
why you? I don't understand. How did he get you so mad? Like you're mad right now.
I'm not mad.
Yo, dude, there's gonna be a screenshot you like this. You're like this. Imagine when they pause that, like
not right now. It's annoying. I'll say that. It's definitely annoying. Because again, I never compared Miguel Cotto and Saddam Ali. I never compared Terrence Crawford and Felix.
Oh, you triggered. You're going back to that?
Teddy Atlas.
He's going back to that. He's triggered.
He's been activated.
And he never wants to have a debate. He just wants to rant. That's annoying.
Oh, he's still on that. Are you still on that?
He said the rant master.
Come again, Matt? What did you say?
This very old picture of Teddy Atlas, which is very flattering.
Are we still talking about that, Matt?
Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Yo, frozen over here.
Let's go to the tape.
In the rematch, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to pick Canelo because he is slipping. There's no doubt about it. He's slipping. Golovkin being he. And Canelo's got more upside. He's the younger guy. He's going to gain confidence from this one. He wasn't sure if he could handle the size and the strength. Now he is sure he can handle it. And I think he's going to be more consistent from an offensive standpoint in this rematch. And I think Canelo will win the fight. And he might win the fight easy.
Didn't in your mind, didn't Triple G get old the night he beat Danny Jacobs in Brooklyn? Didn't he start?
I don't know if he got old at that moment, but yes, as I just said a few minutes ago, I think he's been slipping. I think he's been slipping for a while. But I also have to qualify that by saying that I also thought he was overrated. So how much is his slippage and how much is it him being
Shout out to Randy Gordon, George Cooney, the heavyweight, right? Is it Cooney or is that the fucking actor? Shit. What's the heavyweight's name, Matt? Where do you go? What's the heavyweight's name from New York? Doomy? Old school? He fought Larry Holmes? Come on, man. I'm
keeping you talking to casual over here. Oh
I'm
no,
keeping it moving with Casual 2.0 right here.
Yo, dude, it's casual like 0.5. Like
so okay, the reason I wanted to bring this one up is because Jerry Cooney. I said George Cooney. Fuck it, I'm bringing up actors over here.
George Clooney, no way.
Yeah. So so I said shout out to him, Randy Gordon, Sirius XM, my boy Ak, Barack, all those. Credit to them for this. But what was funny to me is I think that this is evidence that he says, I'm going the other way this time. So I think that both of you were wrong in saying that he picked Canelo the first time. I think he picked Gennady, which is even funny because now he's saying he's overrated and maybe he was always overrated. And that's what stuck out to me because there were guys like Fight Doctor, who's hopefully on the line. I'm not sure. But there were plenty of Triple G detractors that felt like, hey, this guy isn't as good as advertised. He's getting the right fights. HBO hype job. And now we have someone as vocal as Atlas saying, hey, maybe he was overrated. So that's actually the angle I want to go. But obviously, we all got to hear the tape. So callers alike can give their opinion, and you guys as well. I want to hear exactly how you received it. Don't forget the number 14255695241. I want to say thank you to everyone that has ever subscribed, even if you've unsubscribed, because we've reached 64,000. And we were just at 60,000 in November. I just checked my IG. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, yeah, November 26th, Matt.
Was it only that?
Yes, November 26th. Look, we were at 60,000. So we gained 4,000 in like 2 months. That's 2,000 per month. So, man, thank you guys so much. You obviously love this channel. We want you to just continue to share. Hit that thumb up button because that helps with the visibility of the show. Head on over to iTunes. Drop us that 5-star review. Get your review read. You know, we had like 4 new reviews. We have 4 new reads live on the show by Casual Fan, aka Enrique Church. Don't forget to drop by boxingfanapparel.com and get the official. This is not a boxingfanapparel.com design. This is on the boxingvoice.com /store if you want to pick up this particular hoodie. This is not the Patreon only, but you can always head over to patreon.com and check out those exclusives. So, guys, now that I've given all my shameless plugs, gotta work. What do you guys think about the audio? Should I play it again? Because I probably made you forget it with that long rant, right, Matt? Matt's probably like, yo, that's always so long fucking winded.
Yo. It's up to you.
In the rematch, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to pick Canelo because he is slipping. There's no doubt about it. He's slipping, Golovkin being he. And Canelo's got more upside. He's the younger guy. He's going to gain confidence from this one. He wasn't sure if he could handle the size and the strength. Now he is sure he can handle it. And I think he's going to be more consistent from an offensive standpoint in this rematch. And I think Canelo will win the fight. And he might win the fight easy.
Didn't in your mind, didn't Triple G get old the night he beat Danny Jacobs in Brooklyn? Didn't he start?
I don't know if he got old at that moment, but yes, as I just said a few minutes ago, I think he's been slipping. I think he's been slipping for a while. But I also have to qualify that by saying that I also thought he was overrated. So how much is his slippage and how much is it him being
He was about to say exposed there. We needed the full clip. Yo, didn't it sound like how much is it him being overrated or him being exposed? No one's going to join in on that? Okay.
I mean, it's hard to tell for me what he's going to say.
All right. Well, I mean, I played it twice so that you guys can give your take.
I mean, you want my take or Doomy's take?
He said he was going the other way, so I mean, I would assume that he was picking Triple G on this one. If I want to take that lingo, that verbatim in that manner, I guess he was picking Triple G. But if not, he's still going for Canelo for the right reasons. I mean, Canelo already dipped, learned how to take those punches, took a lot of hard shots from Triple G. So I'm assuming that he is going to be more active. He is going to be more engaging. He's going to take more risks because he feels like he could take the punches now. So. Yeah, I even said it myself. I'm still going to go for Triple G, obviously. But, you know, Canelo has a better shot. He definitely has a better shot. He was able to take the power. And you expect him to do more fancy boxing with a lot of more offense. Triple G, I don't know. He's going to be same old Triple G. He better know how to get past, Canelo's fancy, back foot boxing. If not, it's going to be the same thing, but just better for Canelo.
I think the real topic here is not his pick, but really the way he said it, that Triple G is overrated. That Triple G has always been overrated in his opinion.
He's not. He hasn't always been overrated, man.
But there are those fans that definitely think that the second he took a step up in competition with Daniel Jacobs, he looked bad. There are those. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying I agree with it. But
how bad did he look though? Just because he didn't look
a knockdown and people still think he lost.
That's how bad he looked.
Like how bad? Like did you notice what happens, Matt? This is what happens. A guy steps up, right? Everybody wants to see him step up to that one true guy, and then it becomes a good matchup, and the guy doesn't get no credit for it because it was a good matchup. What the fuck? Danny's a game dude, man, and he, you know.
But the point is that the people that hate on Triple G and say that he's overrated say that was the first game dude that Triple G fought, and he had trouble. And even though he knocked him down, they think he lost. And then
who thinks that he lost? I mean, I didn't even hear about this. Like, who thinks he lost?
Yo, that's why you got to keep your ear to the street, B. How you ain't hear about that?
Yeah, but how many people really? Come on.
Yo, that's because you weren't on the show then, huh?
I think I was on the show, but how many people really believe that?
Well, we didn't hold the poll. We didn't hold the poll, but there were obviously people that thought he won. Yeah.
Well, I think those are the people that were just being hopefuls that, you know, saw Danny Jacobs fight back and they hadn't seen that, you know, with too many people fighting back and actually bringing the fight to Triple G. So somebody actually brought the fight to Triple G. Just like, you know, Mike Tyson, you know, they brought the fight to Mike Tyson when they started bringing the fight to him, even though it was.
Yeah, as fans of the sport, we are guilty of that. When we see defensively sound fighters not be hit, all of a sudden, you know, when they get hit, we kind of, I don't know, give extra credit.
I just think that the fans that believe that will probably be more confirmed by it in this rematch, unfortunately. I think more people are going to pick Canelo in this rematch. And when you're 36, 37 years old like Triple G, you're just going to look old, regardless of what your condition is. When you've been boxing since you were 5 years old, you're going to look old at 36 and 37. It takes a very special breed. It takes that 0.00001% to break those, you know, physiological. Did you do Young Ali? Is that what you said? Hashtag Border Wars. Patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice.
Check out that trailer.
Check out that trailer on YouTube.
Fuck you, pay me.
I think it's time we go to the callers. Open it up on the callers. Remember, if you're a first-time caller, let the world know you're a first-time caller as soon as I go to your area code so we can play the first-time caller intro. We're giving everybody about 45 seconds. We got 3 topics. We'll give you a minute, right, Matt? That sounds good?
Sure.
Matt left already?
Yeah, a minute sounds good.
Did Matt leave already?
Se fue.
Where is this?
Maddie be good.
The rematch.
That's not that. I am looking for this.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
I lied. I'm just buying time. Yo, I can't find it, man. I just put it in here yesterday. Here we go. Is it here?
Yo, you're just dropping the ball. The ball.
Oh, here we go. All right, I'm going to color code it this time. Listen, you guys think it's easy? This was a soundboard worth 5 years of sound bites. Like, it's not easy to rebuild. And
5 years of organizing, too.
Yeah.
Organizing sound bites is hard. I'll be honest about that.
Dude, so like
you gotta get the right format and shit.
The way I had it, it's all gone, and there's no cloud to remember the way it was set up. It's just screwed up. But
these calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Shout out to El Camino possibly becoming the new sponsor of David
Benavides.
Yes.
La bandera roja. El bandera roja.
Yeah, why does he says la does he says la or el?
El bandera roja.
I don't get that.
Hey man.
But he's from Phoenix. Any gangs in Phoenix?
Yes.
I mean, there's gangs everywhere, but I don't think it's like.
The scholar on the line. Suleiman, ¿cómo está? Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, señor Suleiman.
Bien.
Suleiman.
Buenas noches. Mira,
Suleiman, espérate un minuto, compadre, pero cógelo tranquilo. Te iba a preguntar que cuando yo y Alessandro hagamos un programa, en español que se va a llamar La Voz de Boxeo. Si tú también vas a llamar y
participar con nosotros en las llamadas y en la...
Con mucho gusto. ¿Por qué no? Pero mira, tengo que enseñar español a más, porque para que más aprenda lo famoso que busca Matthysse en el boxeo latino y el Canelito Álvarez, porque tú sabes, aquí todo el mundo es bilingual, hablando lenguaje. Aquí más, we talk two languages over here, and we're big fans of Lucas Matthysse and my buddy Canelo Álvarez.
I know you were mentioning that on the chat that you know Lucas Matthysse is very, you know, he's very famous boxing figure in the Latin community, and that's one of the reasons.
Numbers were official, Suleiman. You think these numbers like it shouldn't be a shock to us?
They're official. Yeah, they're official. Remember, the guy could get hyped in the fight. That fight right there, him and Spence, they make that fight. It could be like another Duran Leonard. It could be another Duran Leonard, and Spence wants you to get another belt, because if he gets the WBA regular belt, he becomes a mandatory to Keith Thurman. Something that Triple G did in the middleweight division when he became the WBC interim champion and became the mandatory for Miguel Cotto's belt. And Miguel Cotto decided to take that fight with Canelo, and Canelo vacated the belt. So he took that belt because he just got moved up. So if Keith Thurman vacates the belt, then Errol Spence becomes the super champion. So that'd be a great fight. And you never know. You never know that Lucas Matthysse might take it, you know, give it to him, because he's very popular. That's gonna give him a plus, and Errol Spence has nobody else to fight. You know, right now nobody else is booked. So, and this guy's available, he's available. So let's do this fight. Let's see what Errol Spence could do against Lucas. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
you guys have a great day.
Thank you for calling in, brother. You have a great night, guys. What do you think about that? Like, I normally would not be signing Lucas Matthysse up, who was stopped by Victor Postal at 140. Almost kind of quit, in my opinion. But it's a broken orbital bone. As you heard on his telecast on HBO, he said that he heard the eye pop and then it went black. He was not able to see. So justified stoppage, in my opinion. But is it a good fight between he and Spence? And even if it's not a good fight, Matt, going to you first, should Spence do it still because you think that he did this high rating because he has residual effect on being on a Mayweather versus Canelo pay-per-view, one of the biggest pay-per-views in boxing, and Danny was his opponent on the undercard, something that we'll probably never see again, such a big main event and co-main event on the same card. Do you think Earl should steal that thunder that you claim Lucas brought into this HBO Boxing After Dark?
And don't forget that Lucas Matthysse, Danny Garcia fight was also like fight of the year. Like that was one of the best fights of the year, if not fight of the year. It definitely stole, I think, some of the shine off Mayweather Canelo that night, which was 2.2 million pay-per-view buys, which is a feat in and of itself. I don't like the fight personally. I'll be honest. Other than the name value, Lucas Matthysse's name value, he has some name capture, just like Lamont Peterson did in a sense. Though Matthysse, I think, is a little bit greater. I think Matthysse looked soft, especially to the body. In his last fight, I think Matthysse looked a little bit slow, a little bit sluggish. Did not seem like the old Matthysse. I think that Spence would body him within 4 rounds. That's
definitely agree with the same thing, man. It's not somebody. Look, at this point, who's gonna put any other fighters in with Errol Spence Jr.? I mean, the same story is gonna go for really pretty much everyone in that division. Is that Errol's the killer? He's the bigger guy, and he's not a good matchup for anybody. He's a dangerous guy, But how fun would it be to find these two heavy hitters swinging at each other, right? And even though, you know, Lucas already took a turn for the worse with his orbital bone being broken, and you know, Errol's already been known to break orbital bones. You know, it'd be crazy to just, you know, stick him in there as a manager or promoter right in there with Spence. But it would definitely be a good name for Spence to fight, to give him solidarity if any needed in his resume. You know what I mean? It'll be one of those guys to have, like, okay, I beat Lucas Matthysse. I mean, Danny beats Lucas Matthysse, and you know he sees his Lucas as one of his one of his diamonds on his crown.
If not the diamond.
His father also says that Lucas will never be the same and has never been the same since the Danny loss.
Agreed. I probably agree with that sentiment. Though I don't know. Like the Matthysse that fought Provodnikov looked pretty fucking awesome. Like that version that was tight. His boxing was tight and crisp. He wasn't such into fight. Plus, he was in great physical shape. That Matthysse was good. That Matthysse would give a lot of guys issues, but we don't have that Matthysse anymore.
According to you.
Yes, that's my personal opinion. Just like all of us have
your hateful nature.
How is that being hateful?
Trying to say Matthysse ain't back.
I mean, we can't really truly say he's back, right? We could say that it was, it's a good performance, but I'm not going to say he's back just yet. He got to fight, I think, a little bit higher caliber opponent in the sense that, pure boxer. This guy wasn't a pure boxer. He's coming in from also another background, and I think that I'm still yet to say, okay, the machine is back.
Agreed.
Yep. Let's get out to some more callers. Oh man, do I have this one? I think I may. Hello, friend. Where is it? I don't have it. Oh man. I might need him to send it too, because I think he made that himself.
He's not gonna be happy.
Is it not here for real?
Perfect gunshots, man.
I don't even have my guns, bro.
Oh my goodness.
I'm out here strapless, B. I know you got all my shit. Yeah, I really don't have it, man. Damn.
You know why though?
Because suck.
You suck.
I don't. Milkman, I need you to mail me that, B.
You're not
Yeah, I need your intro, bro, because you made your own, remember?
Damn, that's what you did to my intro, man.
Nah, my computer got fried, B. 5 years of podcasting that does it to you.
I'll send it to you, man. Just let me know which email, man. I don't know what email to send it to.
THEBoxingvoice at Yahoo. Rewind it for
Gotcha.
But talk to us, brother. Mayweather jumped in a octagon. I mean, did you see the video? Should I show it to you? Or are you on YouTube?
Didn't see the video.
Are you on YouTube? Should I show it to you?
I'm not on YouTube.
Oh, actually, we just showed it already. You could go check it back on the person.
All right, so he hopped in the octagon. What did he do?
He just hopped in there.
Dude, he didn't do shit. And you know what's even worse? It has absolutely no caption, no words, no hashtags, nothing. It's a blank post. He's amazing. He's a genius. Genius, I tell you. He's genius.
Yeah. We'll see, man. I don't know if he would ever do it for real, but I don't want to see him do it, man, to fuck with his legacy, but we'll just have to see, if they're talking about $1 billion for a few fights, shit, who gives a shit about legacy? Now with Spence and Lucas Matthysse, now one thing nobody's mentioning, one of the reasons that Spence's numbers may have been a little lower, compared to Matthysse, is that there was a pay-per-view UFC fight that night when Spence fought.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was mentioned. Legendary Boxer brought that up a couple of shows ago.
Okay.
So you're saying the viewership's being taken?
Absolutely, he feels, and so do many other fight fans feel that if another mixed combat or combat sports event is on, there can be some possible,
Matt, what fight was that? Was that the Stipe versus Francis Ngannou fight?
Yes.
That was a big fight.
I think it definitely affected it. And then I don't know
Yo, it's
if
funny that
Lucas is
Doomsday
bigger
knows more
than
UFC fighters than boxers, yo. You're slowly coming out the closet. People are gonna know.
This guy's Matt.
Oh,
see, Matt's not even there to back me up.
You know, I would I would look at, you know, I would kind of look at Mathisse's numbers compared to, say, Sergio Martinez's numbers, just to kind of see what kind of, you know, kind of benchmark we can get as far as if they're really drawing in a lot from the Argentinian crowd, the Latin crowd. But I would say Spence might be a bigger name, but that's my call.
The Milkman, baby. Thanks for calling in. We're going out to Taz. What up? (216-376). Did Matt botch your name with his no skills?
What's going? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Is this Taz? Guess not.
What's going on? This Taz from the boxing office, representing the boxing office. Hey, I don't even know who brought the Lucas Matthysse versus Errol Spence. I don't even know why we're intending that right now. No one wants to see that. That's not going to happen. The numbers is not going to be there. Lucas Matthysse is just now getting back into the limelight. I don't know for how long since the Danny Garcia fight. So let's not even entertain that. That's a waste of time. It's a waste of conversation. Spence should be fighting Keith Thurman sometimes, once upon a time, lunchtime Thurman, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. These are the fights that we should be going for. Also, if he's looking for another, I don't want to say tune-up fight, but just a in the meantime fight, it's a guy out there. I think his name is Rashidi Speedy Ellis. I think he's a 147 pounder. I think that's somebody that'll look good against Errol Spence if he's looking for in the meantime fight while he's waiting on these big names. But as far as just as far as to bring an entertaining fight. But as far as Lucas Matthysse, I think actually if Mikey Garcia comes to 147, I think that'd be a nice welcoming fight with him and Lucas Matthysse welcoming Mikey Garcia to 147. And that's all I gotta say about that. I'm out. The boxing office.
All right, Taz. Let me go out to Scorsese. Talk to us.
Oh, I caught the part earlier before I had to go where y'all was saying, am I on mute? I'm good. Okay.
No, you're good.
I saw the part where y'all was saying Floyd was just hating on Canelo, and I hope he's doing it because I don't want to see that shit. I don't want the boxing fans to get ridiculed by the MMA fans. And then I don't want to be part of the racial shit that's going to go on if he does take an L. So I hope he don't coon out our black race and sit his dumb ass down. Personally, that's what I hope. Fuck the money. Sit the fuck down. You're going to get your ass beat over there, have one of them cauliflower ears and shit. Ain't no need for that. But yeah, as far as clowning Canelo Golovkin and trying to take attention from it, I'm all for that, man, because there's so many better fights. And I shouldn't have to pay $140 to see Canelo fight, man. Life just ain't came to that for me yet. So that's a beautiful thing when he goes in there and says, I'll take attention, I'll steal some attention, and people I just don't see the hype for Canelo Golovkin. I got a boxing Twitter full of boxing, and it's just like, yo, people it's not coming like that. Maybe they do great buys. Maybe I'm underestimating the LA and the New York market, but I kind of just don't believe I don't even know if I believe the first round of buys. But anyways, he just don't respect what neither one of the hell. He already beat Canelo 120, 108 basically, and they try to rob him. No respect gonna be given there. You know he don't respect Triple G body of work, so why wouldn't he clown him? Like if you got an heir apparent, you want to look at them and hopefully they have some respectful about it. He don't see it in them. They can't have his spot, and I respect that. They definitely can't get my money, so it is what it is. I like what Floyd done, but he needs to sit his ass down. Like, don't take it no further. Put them damn shorts in the locker. Go put the Gucci slippers and shit back on, and the little bitty shorts he be wearing and the high boots. Do that shit. Go on, no, don't Don't go get beat up. That's my cop.
All right, Scorsese, we're going out to Boston.
Yo, first of all, let me say, I don't play Showtime to see you all there, not even putting a goddamn motherfucking effort. If I want to see some motherfucker just fight, I pick up a fight with somebody in the street. Don't need that shit. You don't love that sport, my dude? Just move along. Gone. Fuck you. Next, what a great show. Thumbs up, donate.
Georgia.
Yo, what's happening, people?
What's
Yo,
happening?
Ned, you cannot be partial about these fraudulent numbers, B. Fraudulent numbers. Who the fuck made that poll? That's the same poll that the Democrats got saying that 90% of Americans support DACA. That's the same fucking poll that said Hillary's gonna win. What fucking fraudulent
what you
numbers we talking about here?
What poll? We never said a poll.
Nobody
did a poll. So, what do you mean nobody? How we know these numbers? About fucking HBO did better than the fucking Lamont Peterson shit.
Georgie, there's a thing called Nielsen ratings. Please look into them.
Boy, that motherfucker is lying his ass off. Lying.
Those are actual numbers, all right? Being computated by computers, all right? It was just named after this.
That's just
computer my fucking ass. That's fucking bamboozling people with these fucking numbers, man. That shit make no sense whatsoever. That's crazy. Yo, another shit I cannot call from my house. What's going on there?
You got blocked?
Just send me some fucking music. I got blocked on my house number, B.
What you mean? We see
I
your
don't
number
know.
right
Some
here.
weird shit. I'm calling from my cell. This is my cell phone, not my house number.
I don't know, bro. Take it up with your provider, B.
Fucked up shit, yo. Play that Deontay Wilder. Play that Deontay Wilder shit. Some fuck shit going on, B.
Man, we don't even have that.
Anyways,
man.
everybody, listen. Damn, nigga, you naked.
You ain't lying, bro. I ain't got shit no more, man. It's not the same. Ain't the same, bro.
Everybody support, donate. Everybody support, donate, so this man can get some fucking sound effects back. I'm outie. Fraudulent numbers.
Yo, Georgie.
Fuck you, pay me.
Richie.
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah, yo.
What up? We hear you, baby. Talk to us.
Yeah, what up? Yeah, this Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather shit, yo, I had the biggest laugh at that shit earlier, yo. I don't give a fuck if he's trolling or not, yo. That shit was just funny. I hope he don't do it, though. Yeah, but, yo, I really wanted to talk about that whole Errol Spence situation with Thurman. So, yeah, because I think after that second fight, when Thurman come back for his second fight off the shit, how can Errol Spence work his way to be the mandatory? So I heard somebody talking about how maybe fighting Lucas Matthysse could make him the mandatory. How could Errol Spence make himself like that mandatory for that belt where people can't avoid him no more? Like I feel like instead of doing all this extra shit calling out,
Only route is the WBC.
Hashtag.
Only route is the W. Richie, and I gotta phase you out, baby, because we gotta stick on these topics. But I'll give you an answer. The only route for him to get a mandatory shot at Thurman would be the WBC. The WBA does not enforce regular champions, which is what Lucas Matthysse is and Lamont Peterson was. They do not enforce regular champions to fight their super champions, except
they don't have to.
Except when your name is Anthony Joshua. And then they force you to fight the regular champion. Because there's so much money involved, that sanction fee wants their dough. That is all the callers. And we don't have an outro. So final thoughts are Mayweather is super intelligent. He knows how to steal thunder, how to stay relevant, and how to promote.
DBLC Productions.
I'm your host, and Matt doesn't get it.
Matt doesn't get it, so I'll pick it up. My final thoughts on MMA Floyd. Like I said, master promoter, hell of a PR team behind them. Shout out to Swancom.
Who the hell is Swancom?
Swan.
Oh, Swanson's Communications?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's buddies with Swancom. Shout out to Swan.
No, that's like
just saying.
Pro. Shout out to May Pro. You know,
They got a hell of a They got a hell of a think tank out there in the way.
My homies at Go Pro
says that at all the podiums. He's like, I just want to thank my team. We got a hell of a team. We got Kelly.
Let's all be real. He thought that was Karam's probably first name. Swamco Karam.
Swampcom.
Swancom. Anyway, they're on IG. But anyway, they got a hell of a PR team. The way he always manages a way to just steal the stage, basically. It's cool. Errol Spence Jr. numbers. I mean, look, man, we got ourselves a star, not a superstar, but the numbers can only go up with this guy. So, shout out to Earl, hard hitting Earl. And what else did we touch on? Lucas Matthysse doing the numbers and
the Swampcom.
Shut up, you.
Take
off the beanie.
Yo, you can catch Doomy at whatever outlets he's at. Come on, Doomy, hurry it up.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, right. He's just shut up, Doomy.
Get off, Doomy.
You can catch me on IG. That's Instagram. That's Alex_Doomsday_Lainez. That's Lainez. Facebook, Alexander Lainez. And on Twitter, Alex Lainez TBP.
Matt's.
Whoa. Yo, Lomachenko looks insane.
Yo, he's wild, man. That's like that good night of coke, you know?
That was you, Matt. Border Wars 2.
That's Matt's face right there.
Everyone.
When he found out Mayweather stepped in the octagon.
Yo, I was so quick to send you guys that link. You have no idea.
Oh my God, yo.
You can find me at Mixed Combat News on Twitter, Matt Hunter TVV on Instagram, my MMA podcast, Mixed Combat Radio on Patreon, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, etc. Standing 8 count, a Patreon-only TVV show. We just released a free show earlier today, so you can check that out, get a taste. Go over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice, see Border Wars, Overtime, Wake and Bake, Standing 8 count, tons of extra content, or go to the featured channel section on YouTube for The Boxing Voice and go to TBV_casual fan, the mothership of boxingfanapparel.com. Doomsday Chronicles, which your own Mr. Alex Doomsday Lyons is starting up, and of course, Mixed Combat Radio myself. Check that out. Peace.
La Box del Boxeo coming soon.
That's right. For all my Hispanic, Latino demographics, we're going to be starting out a new segment. It's going to be themed the Boxing Voice, La Voz en Español edition. And we'll be covering all the fights that are currently and will soon to be happening. It's just a matter of me and Ness just getting in there and kicking this off.
Waiting until I figure out how to properly say subscribe in Spanish.
Suscripción.
Suscríbete a nuestro canal.
No se olviden suscribirse a nuestro canal, por favor, y darnos el apoyo que nosotros siempre apreciamos de nuestro público. Entonces,
queremos pedirle al doctor Mofongo que debe de estar chateando cuando La Voz del Boxeo empiece, que llame y hable en español para, tú sabes, ayudar crecer nuestra audience. How you say that, audience?
This
is gonna be hilarious.
Oh my God. Para toda mi gente que están escuchando en español, va a ser muy divertido cubrir este deporte con mi compañero Nestor Gibbs, porque el español, ay, vamos a estar aquí chapeándolo.
Stay in your lane.
Yo, what is Alex Lemon talking about? When are we going to get that TBV UK? What is that? TBV UK.
TBV UK.
Fern Gully says suscríbense.
Yeah, suscríbense.
No, he said bang. So it's suscriban.
Váyanse a suscribir.
No, it says suscribanse.
I'm out of here. Deuces.
Because we got so many Spanish people, and even Suleiman. So even Suleiman said in Spanish, you got to go back and listen when you learn it. He said, "Yo, Matt, you got to learn Spanish."
Yo, Lamont, I'm good. I'm good. I don't have enough time in the day.
I came to play. Como
Hey, yo, he said he hopes you're not Mexican wearing that. He's not Mexican. He's just cousin of you guys. He's Honduran.
I'm not Honduran. I am Portuguese.
No, not you. They obviously not talking about you. Your head's
yes.
Yeah, shout out to Chivas. Chivas actually gave us these hats. And I just
look, Jose Hernandez says Audencia. Audencia is how you say it.
Audencia, sí. Es que usted se pone a pensar muy.
Someone else said Sosliblense.
So es que, mire, vayan a nuestro canal y suscríbanse a nuestro canal, ¿ok? Mire, usted me deja que yo lo voy a guiar en este momento, mi hermano.
Matt le gusta las muchachas latinas.
Oh, yeah, that's the only thing Matt wants to hear about. He doesn't want to learn Spanish.
Yo, I don't understand what any of you guys are saying.
Someone said Matt wants to make America great again. And they calling you Trump supporter.
Yo, I wish I knew Spanish. I don't know Spanish. I just don't.
Yo, Cut West said you got triple gifts. Those are not triple G hats. Those are triple gifts.
Triple gifts.
Yo, we're out. Love us.
Peace.
By subscribing and dropping a 5-star review. Goodbye.